G Holy, repping gholy.com. I'm here with Madam Ashley. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm straight. I'm straight. Man, I heard that track. I heard that track. Heard the invested. Um, I also read about the story behind it. First of all, let's be clear. Whoever has been covering you, I love the fact that everybody's like covering you in articles, but I don't know why they don't put vital information. I read three articles on you, and none of them said the city you was from. Not only that, not for real, like these people are horrible. But not only that, but might be wonderful human beings. I'm just saying. Um, one of them actually mentioned a city, but didn't say the city. Like, yo, where she's from, the city. I'm like, yo, this is terrible. But let's get into the regular, normal stuff before I get into invested. Where are you from?
San Diego.
San Diego. I love San Diego. San Diego
Yeah,
is the only place I would live besides LA.
I love San Diego.
Yeah. Are you? But you're born and raised.
No, I was born in Chicago,
Oh.
raised in San Diego.
So how long? How long in between? Like, you know,
So
when you?
I was 2 years old when I moved to San Diego.
Okay. Oh, so
Pretty much.
you really from San Diego? You dug in. You
Yeah,
San Diego. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. Where I was in San Diego, I know this whole city is not probably like this, but where I was, it was just like mad surfers and like just wild beach. Like I know the whole city can't be like that though.
Right.
Right, right. Even though, yeah. Oh wait, oh you're frozen a little bit. All right, there you go. Even though I looked up because when I was moving to the West Coast, I looked up like how much it costs to live here, this, that, and the third. The median income in San Diego was like
Hmm.
160,000. I'm like, yo,
Yes.
you live there, so it's super expensive out there.
Yes. Super
Okay.
expensive. Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
is there anything about San Diego, music scene or swag that you think not affected you, but like inspired you? Like, is there any local San Diego? You know how you go places and it's like, oh, this is our San.
Yes.
Get me?
Yes, definitely. It's a lot of them. I grew up with a lot of them actually, being in the studio around music, San Diego music. I was around a lot of underground music,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that is a big influence on me, especially Bay Area, that's a major influence on me.
Okay.
There's people like Mitchie Slick, Tiny Do, iRock, Issei Uno, people like that,
Yeah.
that
Wait, why? I know Mitchie Slick. I know Mitchie.
you do.
I definitely know Mitchie Slick. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've heard Mitchie Slick. That's fire. That's fire. I never, I'm just interested in touching down with the San Diego culture because it's so close, but it's so far. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like maybe like a 2 hour drive from where I am, but it's like culturally, I got a lot of different stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like y'all more so claim that the other side of California. You know what I'm saying? Y'all more
Yeah.
influenced by that. So, all right, it's dope.
Yeah.
You got a dope mix, and you still got people in Chicago, like like you visit Chicago.
Yes, I do still have people there, but like I said, I haven't been there since I was two, you
Oh, you
know.
never been back. You never even went for a summer. You
No.
know. Listen,
Mm-mm.
you can't get me to leave San Diego to go to Chicago. I'm sorry. Even if we just talking
No.
about the weather, I'm
No.
sorry. I can't go. I can't go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, I checked out Invested, man, and
Mhm.
I like the song, but I like the story behind it even more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to get into a little bit of like, how it came about and what you was thinking about when you wrote it because it's a real story behind it.
Yes, absolutely. So with invested, I mean, let's start from the pandemic. Like everybody was in the house, right? But San Diego's a wild city, so a lot of people were not in the house. They were out doing the most. They had took a lot of their PPP loans, their unemployment benefits, and just really, I guess, was safe partying away. And I seen that because I'm always somebody that's just on the outside looking in. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is not the route that I want to take. Being older with three kids, it's like, okay, this is not what I want to do. Just watching other people do it. So um, I kind of just sat home, took care of my kids, made sure my home settings were straight and my mental was straight. So I kind of was doing a lot more writing than, expressing myself more on pen because I only did mostly freestyle. So
Yeah.
writing was like, okay, let me get into this. So, and then I just heard like this beat and I was like, okay, this sounds fire. It's kind of like drill mix, but then I want to try something different with it. So I just heard that in my, hey, like invest this. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it.
So that's your first drill type beat you ever even touched.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes, yes.
And then invested.
And then invested just took off from there. Like I was just like, all right, let me see how I really want to go with this. And I really wanted to talk about the things that I did, like,
Yeah,
how I stayed home,
yeah,
how I invested into myself, instead of going out here and doing things that I know wasn't going to have a return, So it was like, okay, let me make a smart move. Let me see how I can do this, how I can just really get out here and just really push this pen a little bit and then talk some stuff behind
yeah,
it,
yeah, yep. Stupid is and
so,
stupid does, man. People was doing it. It ain't just San Diego.
yeah.
Around, listen, I went to Rodeo Drive when the pandemic hit. The
Hmm.
Dior store was around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like all
Right.
and look, they pulling up in bullshit. I'm talking about they pulling up in a '92 Caprice to get all
Yes.
the Dior they got. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just San Diego, but yeah, I like
Yeah.
that because that's part. I got a song called I got two songs. It's not really centered around the pandemic, but like it's kind of the same theme of like y'all didn't use your time and money properly. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like so, I felt that when I heard it. But
Right.
you kind of draked me a little bit. I'm gonna explain. You draked me a little bit. The
Right.
whole beginning you rapping. And at the end, you're busting out the vocal. Is that something you do often? Like, cause I wasn't expecting it. You know, you rap through it all the way through, and then at the end, it's just like pure vocals. So is that something you do often?
Yeah. That's something that's kind of like I would consider my signature
Okay.
kind of thing. Um, because I don't want to just be known as just, this is just what I do is rap. Because at the end, I like it to just be kind of smooth, like, all right, let it all settle in on
Yeah.
what I said. So that's something that I kind of did.
Okay.
I kind of do that often on songs that I'm really, really feeling like, all right.
I like that though. I like that. The reason I said you Drake me because I feel like Drake feels the same way, where he's like, "Yo, listen, I spit all these bars and that's cool. Let me smooth it
Hmm.
out a little bit. Let me give him a little something
Right.
they can, you know what I mean? Just mellow out to." So, I like it.
Hmm.
I like it. I like it. I like the format. I really like the format of the song, and I also like the cover art. The cover art, I feel like, is super catchy for when you're scrolling down, you know,
Hmm.
Spotify or Tidal or whatever. I use Tidal, but yeah.
Right.
So another thing I've read about you, um,
Yes.
part of your story is you're a single mom of three. And
Yes.
being a single mom of three, how would you even find time to rap or any of that? Like, it got to be expensive going to the studio. It's like, yo, somebody
Right.
watch them, and I got to pay this guy for the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. Absolutely. It's, you know what? Um, it's just kind of what I kind of believe in myself, where I feel happy at. And I feel like when I'm happy, that's when things come to me.
yeah,
I guess why I would say abundance, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like these are things that I invested in, that I believe in. You know,
yeah.
if I get like some people, they'll get their tax return and just go blow it. I'll think of ways I can invest it, and that's with music.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I relate too. I relate. I relate. Yep. Because
Hmm.
I watch people, man, every year, right? They get 8,
Yes.
10, 12,000 taxes. They get a new used car and some furniture and be back at zero. It's so weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it's yearly. Every
Yes.
year. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, where's a will is a way, right? So I know it's possible.
Right.
People have children, they go to school and somehow work full time and still all make it.
Right.
So shout out to any mothers who's like,
Yeah.
especially with three, because that's it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for
Yeah.
that. And I like that you're making that part of your story because that's something that you could have not told her. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you could have just put in the background. But I like that you put it in the forefront of your story. I think that's super dope.
I mean, that's what made me my kids. That's what made me to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, they were little kids telling me, I'm talking about babies, I've been raising them like, you know,
Yeah.
little, and it's like all by myself, and having those kids believe in me and stuff like that, that just make me want to go further.
Yeah.
When they sing your song too, it's like when a kid sings your song, it just hit a little different.
Yep.
So
Yep. Oh, so they
that's what
like the
makes
music. They into it.
yes,
Okay.
they love it. They want me to keep going. So
Okay. I see your releases was like kind of scattered. Is that because like
mhm.
you're taking your time or you don't want to release too much music and have it not because a lot of people they concerned about their catalog. They don't want to have too much music that nobody don't know that much. And then
Right,
some people was like, yo, I'm just methodical with the way I make my records. So which one is it for you?
right. So for me, it was really me almost giving up.
Mm,
That's kind of what it was, having people that they were some good influence on the music part, like, okay, let's do this, motivational wise, but then things got a little sneaky in that point. So it's like that kind of demotivated me, like I don't know. This game is you gotta be ready for it. And it's like having that experience, being fresh, it was like a shocker for me. So I was like, I don't think I want to invest in it anymore. And so that's why it is kind of scattered like that in the beginning, as a lot of people can tell. But it was just me contemplating, like, is this something that I really want to do? And
yeah,
am I really doing it because I want to do it
yeah.
and not someone like saying, oh, well, you can do this, you can do that, when it's something that I want to do.
Well, so let's talk about that real fast because
Yeah.
we talk about invested and we talk about
Mhm.
investing, we talk about, you know, doing the right things with your money. And as it pertains to music, what's some of the purchases that you make or some of the things that you put money into that because there's a lot of independent artists, a lot of people
Yes.
putting their own money, their own personal cash into it. So like it seemed like you're on the right trajectory. What are you doing, the type of investments towards music that make it, your ascension skyrocket?
Well, it's definitely trying to get my name out there as much as possible. Trying to meet the right people, networking, that's done a lot for me. Networking actually,
Okay.
really getting my feet wet, traveling, meeting people, pushing my music just like the old days when they had CDs in the
Yep,
trunk. So
yep.
that's what I'm really on, really putting my name out there and the story behind it.
So you spend a lot on just distribution, period. Just pressing up.
Yes, that and the beats, because it
Okay.
really takes a while for me to find the right beat for me. A
Oh, so
lot of
wait,
artists will
you
probably
buy beats and then you don't use them?
yes.
Oh, that's crazy. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I keep from doing that. I'm gonna tell you how I keep from doing that. I don't buy the beat until I'm literally about to lay it. Like I'll write to
Right.
it or whatever, but I'll buy the beat on the way to the studio. Like I know I'm doing this
Yeah.
because I do have beats that I've had like for a while just laying around because I bought them and
Mhm.
you know what I mean. So it's like you can't sell them back. So I just try to buy them last minute. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope. It's dope that you're even thinking that way though because a lot of times people would take a beat it's not theirs. You know what I'm saying? They blow up, they get in trouble for it, or they got to give all the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the smart way to invest would be to let me pay for this up front, at least until a certain amount of streams up front, and
Yeah.
then you could come back rather than it blow up and it's like, oh, this ain't
Yeah.
beat night, and then pretty much going
Right.
from there. So yeah, that's dope. You
Yeah.
gotta invest in like stuff like even having your business be a business, even having an LLC. Like California is ridiculous. California got an $800 fee for LLCs. It's the highest in the nation by far. I have no clue. It's like $1 in Delaware. I don't know why they do this, but yeah, like
Yeah.
even stuff like registering your business as a business, acting like it's a business, because you could build. People don't know you could use your company to build your career because let's say you got 2 years of like business credit and
Mhm.
like proof that you making income. You could get a loan through your company for your company. You get what I'm saying? So like even stuff like
Absolutely.
that, right? Like so
Yep.
it's important to have your finances together as an independent artist, man.
It
It,
definitely is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm not gonna get too much in your business about how you funding everything. You know what I'm saying? I guess you just like, you know what I mean? Listen, you make this right moves. You do smart things. I know.
Right.
Um,
Uh-huh.
is it anything that you want to tell me or tell us or whoever would be watching or listening that I didn't cover at all?
Let's see. We covered, well, we didn't cover some personal
I'm
details,
into it. Let's do it.
like how did I become a single mother and things like
Oh no
that,
no 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 no. Please believe I thought about it, but I'm like I don't
Mhm.
want to be. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not gonna pry into you. But if that's something you want to share, that's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people, they probably want to know, like, how did you
Yes, yes,
become a
yes,
single mother?
yes. But I would
You
never.
know,
But go ahead.
no, that's fine. I became a single mother when my daughter had turned 2 and my son was 3, and their father had an asthma attack at work, so
Wow.
it was a crazy situation. I even went homeless twice behind that. So you're not being able, like, not being mentally, I would say mentally staying sane, because it was like, wow, I'm going through this. Like, why me? Like, why am I'm going through this? Having to go through grief and homelessness all at the same time. So it was like,
Wow.
so that's why I'm heavy when it comes to investing and
Yeah.
making the right move
So
today.
y'all was together, and
Yes.
it just like it's not a thing where it's like yo it didn't work out. It's like it really was a wow. Asthma is serious. I
Yeah.
actually had a really serious asthma attack um
Oh,
when I was 9, and like I
wow.
don't even remember. I remember like pretty much going in, and then I was on a breathing machine. Like it was they was acting like I was, you know what I mean? So I get the asthma thing, and I've also been homeless and all that before too. So um
Right.
I listen, my condolences, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
For your husband. And also I know what it feels like to be like in a position of being not with children. I ain't have children, that's different. But definitely in a position where I was homeless before. So man, yeah, that definitely adds to the story. That I would have, like I said, I would never
Yeah.
ask that, but that is definitely something that I feel like you should share everywhere,
Yeah.
like on all your platforms, because that's really a touching story. And like I said, shout out to you for being so strong.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
wow. I don't even know. That was deep.
Yeah,
That was deep.
it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
So we could be on the phone for hours, but
yeah.
it's a lot. But
But
there will
but
be more.
ain't it? Isn't it interesting, right? Just on a human
Yes.
level, how as time passes, no matter what you go through, it get easier
Right.
every single day. Like
Right.
time heals all is a real thing. And even if it doesn't heal, let's say you don't fully heal, you'll have a
Right.
scar and it'll be something that you can smooth over. You get what I'm saying? Like you could
Right.
get up and maintain and live your life and be like you said, have your sanity. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can naturally.
Love to you and to those children. You know, I love children. I have 3
Thank
children.
you.
I got 3 girls, you know, so
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah. But you got a girl and 2 boys.
Yes.
Yep, I knew it.
Yep.
Don't ask me how.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I knew that. It was,
A
I
girl
didn't
and two
read it. I
boys.
didn't read it. It wasn't in it. What? Um,
You knew though.
but yeah, Invested is out now. It's the new single. We getting a visual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we
There
about?
is another song that's coming too,
Okay.
which is it's going to be crazy because I'm really, really working on this
What's
one.
the timeline? What's the timeline with the visual and the next drop?
Well, we're thinking in like beginning of July.
Okay. Beginning of July.
Yeah, beginning of
For the next
July.
song or for the visual?
Well, for
Okay.
the video first for Invested, and then the next song, of course, gonna drop a little after that.
All right. What we doing? We throwing money in the air and letting it.
I know.
What
That's
we
what I'm
doing? What,
saying.
listen, what we doing? We going to the bank and see getting a loan? What we
Right.
doing?
Right.
You know
Yeah.
who want the
So,
director, the shooter, and all that?
I do not.
Okay, all right.
Not yet. I've been thinking for a while now, so and I know I want to make the right choice on this one.
You need to.
You know.
You need to. Wow, fun talking to Madam Ashley, getting to know you and your story, and love the everything you've been doing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nice talking
And
to you as
continue success
well.
for sure, for sure.
All right.
All right.
So.